Okay, Joanna, welcome to our meeting. So I'm going to explain you what is the idea for today. Today we are going to divide our class in two different parts. The first
O-
one, in the first one, each student is going to answer different questions about culture in general, of course, explaining the reason why you say that, right? And you are going to answer a different kind of questions about culture, about teaching, about learning, about your maybe personal information, your expectation. You can find a lot of topics from this list of questions, right?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, the most important thing right now is that you can explain your ideas. Don't worry if you don't have a quite spelling, yeah, right? But try to understand the question and try to do that everyone can understand you, right? In this case, only me. But you are going to explain the reason why you saying that in each question, right? So,
Okay, teacher.
mm, for example, I'm going to explain you on taking as a reference this question. What strategies can you use to make writing comes alive from already? From already? So you can answer. Okay, a good text or reading is also very interesting and talk about the tools that we can use to show it to our students. It's really important to use different kind of strategies in our classroom, like drawings, like pictures, like sounds, in order to they can believe in it, so interact with us in a better way, right? It's really important. So, do you consider? Can you tell me, please, what are the different situations when you don't feel comfortable speaking English? This is a great exercise. So you can explain your ideas in a better way. But I would like to know what consider are your weakness speaking English.
Teacher, can you repeat the question? Excuse me.
Sure. So I would like to know about what consider is your most difficult thing speaking English. What about your weakness when you're speaking English or try to set a conversation with other people in English, right? What it maybe, for example, you could say fluency, pronunciation, or native speakers usually talk very quickly. Yes, reasons like that. So, what do you think is the most difficult thing when you're speaking English or understanding any conversation in English?
Teacher, for me, the more difficult speak in English, it's about the confidence or um, maybe I don't know, more grammarly or and I have maybe mm, ¿cómo digo?
Think that in English.
Mm,
Can I say?
um, I maybe have in the sometimes um, How do you say miedo?
For their fairness idea.
Fear.
I believe you should
Okay.
structure your idea
Mm-hmm.
before explaining it. It's easy, but if you don't feel confident with yourself, it's the most difficult, right? So you are going to think about you can, you're able to do it, and you are going to do a great job.
Okay,
Okay.
teacher. Mm, for me, it's difficult express my ideas because I feel fear to comment some mistakes, and maybe it is difficult the other person uh, don't understand me, and um, other reason uh, maybe that difficult for me is structure the sentences or comment the different mistakes in this reason, um, and this don't permit for me express my knowledge, and um, and teacher, and
Continue.
I have um, and I don't have some words for express my ideas, but
Your idea?
I tried or understand, and I like listen uh, speak English, uh, uh, because I understand the others people, but for me it's difficult to express all my ideas, um, and I like listen to other people. um, I think that they understand and um, understand and remember some grammarly or some um, structure that sentences, but I excuse me, but my difficult express or speak. Mm,
Understand.
okay, teacher. No more.
Yes. Don't worry. Uh, I can see that you're trying to understand different ways to express your ideas, and I believe in order to improve our speaking skills, a meaningful exercise is talking about any topic, about singular topics. For that reason, I know the exercise for today, the idea for today, is very useful for you because you are going to try to find new words to explain different situations, different to answer different questions, and we're not going to take also reference a singular topic, right? I can ask you about art, about biology, about math, about universe, a lot of things that we can talk about, right? So we are going to start, right? The idea is that you can answer explaining the reasons that you have to do it, right? You have to say that. Yes. I'm going to start with you, Marcela, and Emmanuel. Good evening. Welcome to our meeting. The idea for today is that you are going to answer some questions about different topics, explaining the reasons in the first part. In the second part, we are going to take into account the importance of spelling, right?
Okay, teacher, good evening. Good
With
evening, Marcela. I hope that you are okay. And it's a really pleasure to be part of this encounter, so I want to give my best.
okay, don't worry. Look,
Okay, teacher. Are you going to give me a question or ask me a question or I don't know?
yeah, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask each student different kind of questions,
Okay.
right? There is no singular topic,
Okay.
right? Okay, who wants to start?
Okay, I'll start.
Okay, that's great. Okay, precisely we were talking about it. That's the question. What ways can we express ourselves when we don't know another language?
What we can do to express something that in a different language that we don't know, teacher.
Excuse me?
How we okay, could you repeat the answer?
Of course.
The question, sorry.
Question. So, what ways we express ourselves when we don't know another language? I'm
Where
gonna give you
normal,
an example.
okay,
If you go to another country and you don't know about anything about that language, how can you express?
uh, our physical body is the most important thing to express something uh, that we can we want to get. It's, for example, 3 years ago, I worked in a store, a burger store, and normally when in that time I don't. That was five years ago when I didn't speak English, and that's time when foreign people came to that place and they need a bottle of water or something else. They normally communicate what they want to get for scenes. They express for their bodies using their hands,
Yes.
singing something special, and that's I think that that's the most important thing to communicate something in different language. Uh, in that something, if we don't include the use of translate Google Translate because that's another that's other way to transmit something because foreign people they normally uh, take their phones and normally they are on Google app Google Translate app and when they need to say something they put on that app and normal yeah and we can find the meaning of they want to transmit us so that's my opinion about it.
It was very good. It's really important science and using our body to express our ideas. Very good.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Marcela.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Marcela, this is the question. What strategies can you use to make writing an interesting topic for the reader?
strategies.
Yes.
Is very important use. Let me think, teacher, excuse me.
Did you understand any question?
Teacher, you 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 asked me
Excuse me?
about the strategies, the more important develop in a class.
No. I'm going to repeat the question, right?
Okay, teacher.
Slow down. Okay. What strategies can you use to make writing an interesting topic for the reader?
Mm,
You should talk about writing.
uh, what strategies can I use for writing?
Mhm. To make writing an interesting topic for a reader.
Mm, I don't know, teacher. Mm,
You can express your ideas. Try to do it, please.
mm, mm, no, teacher, excuse me. Maybe I don't understand the
Don't
idea
inter-
for the question. Um, teacher, maybe I don't understand the idea for the question. Uh, uh, you you asked me about the what strategies
can you
mm,
use to make writing skills maybe to make writing an interesting topic for a reader. So teachers, this topic is very useful.
um, the strategies maybe I use um, the maps mine. Yes, teacher.
Mhm. Yes, if that's your idea, maybe.
Okay. If, uh, uh, from explain and teach some topics and too too easy. The students knowledge acquire new knowledge maybe and I can use maybe some draws or or I don't know or presentation in PowerPoint or use the ticks for
Maybe.
explain my ideas or new knowledge and uh, I don't know facilitar easy
Facilitate.
facilitate
Facilitate.
facilities. Thanks, teacher, for my students the new knowledge. Uh, I don't know, no, teacher.
Okay, don't worry. It's really important that you feel confidence with yourself because you're able to do it. So when you're trying to explain an idea, it's really important to identify the correct vocabulary and pronunciation, right? So we are going to continue, but next time try to it in a better way. You can, of course, right? And in this case, we were talking about the writing, yes, how to make a writing a better or interesting topic for a reader. Yes, our students usually don't like to write. Yes, don't like to write, and that's a use of a skill in the language, right? Of course, in English, right? Because it's really important that they know about the structure, the grammar rules, the meanings, right? And how can we implement new tools in our classroom to give them a better comprehension? It was good.
Okay,
So
teacher, thanks.
it's a pleasure. Now, Emmanuel.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Emmanuel. What are the reasons that cultures and individuals create narratives of their experiences?
What is the reason the culture?
That
Okay.
cultures and individuals create narratives of their experiences.
Narratives of their experiences through cook.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Wow, that's a good question. Okay, yes, that's a good question. Uh, okay, that's a good
Take the
question.
time you need. Don't worry. If you
Okay,
need a minute to think about it, tell me.
yeah. Maybe it is the recognize uh, the question as well because the question was why the culture is the influence of the narratives. I don't know. I couldn't.
Cultures and individuals create narratives of their experiences.
Okay, I think that the experience of each one of us uh, help to others to improve whatever thing that they want to achieve. For example, if we are increasing English or we are dismotivated about something, in this case, English learning, we normally look for people that they had the same problem than us before, and in base of this experience, we can create a confidence in ourselves to be better and to think about we are not the only one with this kind of problem. For that, that's a great important or a great point of the experience of the other people. Right now, Marcela is having some mistakes, some trouble with her English process, but I know when she
Why?
came, she got a good level in this language. I'm sure that when their student wants to improve their skills, she will be able to tell them, "Don't worry, I walked throughout this process, and I know that you will find it if you pay attention at this class, if you give your best." And that's one of the most important thing about the experience of the other person. As for narrative experience.
Each person has a different experience, life experience, and of course it's really important for us. Yes, because it's our life, are our experiences, and sometimes we like or enjoy, we really enjoy talking about it.
Yeah,
It was very good.
I'm sure of that, and I know that the experience is is the most enrichment process in our life because we can be awareness of something, we can be able to transmit knowledge, but that's not enough for people that they don't have experience. Experience is changing the world, and normally millennials are not doing that. The people that are changing the world, that's people with experience about something, about what people are going to do in a more in a future. And I think that uh, each one uh, a good experience, a great experience will help people outside our houses waiting for our testimony, waiting for our experience to be better. So that's all, teacher.
It was very good. Thank you very much. You're right. It's really important to recognize all our experiences as a wisdom way, right? Because
Yes.
each experience is wisdom for us. We can grow up.
Of course, yes.
It was very good. Thank you very much.
Well,
Now I will continue with Marcela.
Good evening, teacher. Good evening, partners.
Good evening, Arlet. How are you?
Fine, thank you, teacher.
That's
Thank you
great.
for why for me. Mhm.
It's a pleasure. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay, Arlet. Today we are going to answer some questions about different kind of topics, right? The main idea that you can express your ideas, of course, using your point of view and finding the correct word to do it, right? There is no singular topic.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to continue with Marcela. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Marcela, this is your question. What moves you to communicate?
What modes?
Moves you to communicate? What is the reason to communicate?
Um, the relation, the communicate is establish a relationship with others. Yes, teacher. This is the question.
Yes, that's the question. Can you tell
Okay.
me, please, what moves you to communicate? What
Uh,
reason matter in this case? In your case,
um, moves to communicate. Teacher, I don't know moods.
no, but in this case, you are going to talk about your personal experience uh, in the communication, right? So, what moves you to communicate? I'm going to give you an example. In my case, communication is essential and one of the most important needs from us. Even if there is a person who can't see, who can't hear, who can't talk.
Okay, teacher. it's
always we have. Excuse me.
okay, teacher. Um, for me, is the most important. They use communicate because uh, uh, the this form I can express my ideas or my knowledge or my experience uh, for others or from others. Um,
Yes.
and it's very important because this way I I build the relationship. I build the um, interaction with others, and I learn and teach the of any topics, and for me it's important with I learn and express my ideas. Mm,
Yes. You need to express your ideas, your thoughts, your needs every day.
okay, teacher. Yes, it's necessary speak with others uh, for express and understand us and express no more teacher for me is clear um,
Okay.
this topic is very important in our community um, on society for develop in a country or maybe um, in a city or um, I don't know anyway. Um,
Okay.
yes, teacher, no more.
Okay. It's very important, and I know you're trying to improve, and you're doing. So that way, you are going to express your ideas with fluence, with confidence. Yes, but it was good. Now,
Okay, teacher.
Arlette.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, taking as a reference the communication. This is the question: which elements the communication has?
Communication hub. Mm, okay. I have cell phones. I have I have PC for video talk, and I have normally telephone. Um, these are the 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 elements with I have the communication.
That's a way to communicate. And what about receptor, message, channel? Can you explain
Excuse me,
like
teacher. I
parts?
understand.
In this case, I'm gonna help you with that, with those. Message, the message, of course, is the most important. when we're communicating. The
Okay.
receptor, the channel.
Okay. Okay. I usually use the the cell phone. For me, is more, o sea, is more important for my experience, because there I can communicate with my family, with my brothers, or I have a uncle in Venezuela, with she I can only for WhatsApp only,
Maybe a
because
channel, yes.
yes, because she she can in the other form. The email is the email I I use little, only when I need review the 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 message when who send me the information only.
Yes, yes, you're right. There are a
Okay,
lot of
teacher.
channels meant to communicate with others, right? We can recognize some of that. Calling, speaking, messaging, reading, writing, singing, feeling, yes, looking for. There are a lot of opportunities to communicate and ways to communicate. Very good. It was very
Thank you,
good.
teacher. Okay, thank you, teacher.
Now we'll continue with Emmanuel.
Yes, teacher.
Emmanuel, this is the question. How can you make a convincing case about a problem that inspires people to take action?
How can I uh, now repeat, please, teacher?
Of course. How can you make a convincing case about a problem that inspires people to take action?
Mm-hmm. I think that I understand that. Okay. Uh, I think the okay. I I think that it's how can I inspire I don't know. I think that I have the idea about the question, but I don't capture it good as well. So
In this case, is the way that you use to convincing the people to take action uh, of an interesting case, right? Maybe a social case, of course.
okay, I would like to today I had a problem with a clinical center because my mother had an accident with her arms. She was broke out her uh, left hand. So
I really
was
relate to it.
was complicated. So at, at morning I went to the clinical center and there was a long line to take a ticket for the attention to a part of the day for the attention of my mother date. So uh, I was there in that moment when people goes to the clinical center because we were outside of the clinical because that was since 6 a.m. Looking in that part, the people that were attending to us, they were working in a bad attitude, and they were working so low that people were argue with them. The people were angry, and that was a bad situation because people start to argue each other, and that was like, my gosh, what is happening here? And what we could uh,
Exactly.
help to these people to be better. And that in that moment came. I don't know, an strange man, and he started to say, "You have to argue with all these people because they want to do whatever that they want, and you don't have to wait here for a long time for a day for attention of each one of you. So we are going to talk. We are going to argue with them. Stand up." So I was thinking for myself, my gosh, what is happening now? People here is going to fight each other. So the environment was so complicated that was in that kind of situation. I prefer to do on a Pacific man because I normally think, and after to think I speak. In that moment, I thought, my gosh, the problem is not here. The problem is the government. The problem was when we got or we decided to put in our head this new president for us, or the Ministry of Health, or I don't know. So uh, how I can uh, motivate or encourage to people to take a decision is ask for that, to be awareness about what they are doing, because not all things we can solve with the payment of a vote, with with I don't know, things that is happening to now, because we need to think about our future generation, and and to be an social work, making people awareness of what they are doing for our future, for our new governments, governantes. I don't know what is the correct meaning, and that's something that I think. And on the other hand, uh, I think that each one of us get or has a responsibility about, because we talk about how to be better in on our cities or in Colombia, but when we are drinking water on the street, we threw the the trash on the street, or when we are talking about other when we are talking with other person, we are not we don't respect to them, and that's something that is over our culture, our situation here, and we have to be tolerant. I don't know, I forgot the correct word for tolerancia.
That's
And
correct.
how?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
Tolerance.
and tolerance, and that's something when we don't apply for that, when we are done tolerance as for situation, As for the thing, your thinking, the thinking of my parents, hey, I'll never be aware to transmit something, to believe in something. And that's one of the most important problems in our society. So be awareness what we are doing and to look for the best for our future is the most important thing to take decision in our generation.
Yes. Okay, Manuel, thank you very much for sharing with us your experiences. I really regretted the accident with your mother, of course, because I know that's terrible. But everything is going to be okay, right? It's going
Yeah,
to be
thank you.
right. Okay, and you talk of reference different situations, real situations that we can find in our society, and it's really important to associate that vocabulary, that kind of behaviors that we can take when we are in problems, like you. Yes, and sometimes we don't know about our behaviors when we're in problems because we think in a different way. Yes, and we're looking for new rations. We're looking for an explanation. Yes, but it's really important to keep calm and keep going. Right, it's really important to identify our weakness in different events. Yes, maybe celebrations, maybe problems. Right, it was really, really good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Now, okay, now Marcela.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Marcela, this is the question for you. What are some strategies for building effective oral communication? Also, reference your role as a teacher, if you want, of course. What are some
Teacher,
strategies for building effective oral communication? Tell me.
I can hear I can hear the old question, teacher.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat it.
Thanks, teacher.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
What are some strategies for building effective oral communication?
Some strategies, maybe the voice tone. I can use the up tone voice. I don't know. Um,
Continue, please.
a height tone of voice. Maybe the strategies about the communication.
Oral communication, remember it.
Oral? Okay.
Yes.
Um, uh, yes, teacher, to use the high tone of voice. Um, the explain the the idea uh, and I will I will use some. No, teacher, I don't know.
Yes, you should try too.
Okay. Communication. I will use the different expression with my body, with my um, uh, tone of voice, with I don't know, with my hands, or maybe the way visual way. Maybe I can use draws, or mm, um, maybe investigate the some topic for um, I don't know, sustentar, sustent, maybe.
Excuse me, I can hear you.
um, Sustain my ideas, or my knowledge, or that some words that I will say to others.
It is really important sustaining our ideas, finding or trying to find the correct words to express it. Okay,
Yes,
finish.
yes, teacher. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Try to avoid pauses while you're explaining it, please. And Arlet, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes,
Arlet.
teacher.
This is the question, Arlet. How does a
Okay.
song, piece of art, or a dance communicate with us?
Another time, please, teacher.
Repeat, of course. How does a song, piece of art, or a dance communicate with us?
How does a song?
Piece of art or a dance communicate with us? I'm gonna give you three aspects, right? A song, a piece of art, or a dance.
No, teacher, I understand. Excuse me.
Okay. How does a song? Do you know the meaning of song, right? Song, yes or no?
I understand.
Okay. I will write the three aspects in the chat. Song is the first one, eyes of art, the second one, and the third is dance. Okay, I just shared the chat, and now I'm going to repeat it. How does a song, piece of art, or a dance communicate with us?
Okay, teacher.
Maybe you
Um,
understand the question?
I I is understand the question, teacher. Excuse me.
Don't worry, take the time you need.
Can you write in the chat for me, please?
I can. I can. That's not the idea, but I can. Because the idea that you can listen to me and try to understand the meaning of the idea. Right? So, how does Arcelor has some time or has art or has done things made as sweet as
Mm,
from your point of view, of course. You don't have to argument that this answer.
mm, also. I much think the song or
No, no, that's not
only time,
necessary.
only time.
Excuse me,
Only say referring the communication.
I'm not understanding you. I'm sorry.
Mm, I much say for a piece of art in some reference to communication. No,
Yes, maybe.
okay, yes. The song is express emotion or feeling or thinking the other person that she or he one communicate other people. This the song the song express the song piece of art and dance is express the feeling or the emotion in different directions. Um, for example, a piece of art can express nostalgia or 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 the 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 song can express nostalgia too. Also can express emotion or a person silently or for the lucky that is or the dance in this case the communicative can be in the body in the form with with one the 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 gestus the gestus or the movements in the form to speak or to talk with other person, or she want trust my trust my trans,
Who?
trans my um, trans my joy in other person, or in
Yes.
other people, to these elements. Some pieces are and dance as um, are elements very important into the communication, because permit transmit the feelings, emotions, or gestures, or gestures in the person.
Yes. You're right. It was very good.
Thank you,
Taking it
teacher.
as our reference, there's different aspects. We can relate the feelings, yes, like a way to communicate. Yes, it was very good, and
Okay, teacher, thank.
you got us useful examples. It was very much. Now, Emmanuel, thank you very much for waiting for us.
Here I am.
Okay. Now, taking also reference precisely the music. What do we mean when we refer to music as a universal language? What do you consider about it?
Well, music, it's awesome. And a passion for music. I love every kind of music.
Great.
I That's half helmet helped me a lot for my pronunciation, for my skills, for I learn a lot for that's not only for my improvement of a foreign language, it's but it's how a singer is transmitting about their song. There Arlet uh, told something about nostalgic things, and that's correct for some kind of music because singers are normally transmitting that, but there are other kind of music that transmits happiness, joys, uh, feelings that make you feel better than another time, and, and not only that, because when we are I don't know, living a situation maybe, we put or we listen to a music and that describe that situation for us and make us feel better, or just look for a look for something that help to understand our situation better than other things. And the other important thing is that uh, we can find people from other kind for other countries, and they mention a song and you say, wow, I heard that's music, or I heard that group or that singer, and that's make a relationship. As for that songs, the music transmit many things, feelings, nostalgic, emotional things, and most of all connect people each other to get better.
Yes, that's amazing. That's another kind of language, of course, and it transmits us uh, different feelings, memories, yes, and Perhaps if we're listening to a special sound, you are going to feel in a different way. You can remember another things, and you can feel it like if you were in another place. Of course,
Yeah,
that's
I
amazing.
when I start to learn English, I usually heard about listen to baladas americanas in English, and that was so helpful for me because now a part of my improvement of my English, I can find people or foreign people that they like that kind of music, and I can take that kind of conversation with them because I have knowledge about it. I don't know if you have heard about Guns N' Roses. I have heard about. I love UB14. Red wine goes to my head. Well, that kind of music I heard a lot. Yeah,
You
because
sound well.
that was so useful, and most of all because I really love it about Bob Marley because the kind of his music was so emotionally about the expression of
True.
freedom, and so I love. Could you be loved? Pam 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 pam. And be loved. Yeah, that's amazing. Most of all, that there's a song that it's to know on the word, or I don't know if the correct way to say it. But don't worry, be happy. The landlord said you lend this gate when you well that kind of music enrichment not only for my improvement of my English, but the knowledge of a foreign culture because it
Exactly.
connect to me to know something about them, and that's useful for keeping conversation.
Yes, that's a good way to learn and practice at the same time, and of
Yes,
course, enjoying it.
yes, of course, yes.
Okay, it was amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, and Marcela, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
This question is really interesting for me. That's one. How do pictures paint 1,000 words?
Excuse me, teacher. The question is how the pictures paint.
How do pictures paint 1,000 words? Did you understand the question?
Mm, so, teacher, I understand 1,000 and how the pictures.
How do pictures paint 1,000 words?
A
It's easy.
thousand words.
Yes. Even
Oh,
you can
okay,
go.
okay, teacher. I understand the idea.
Okay, great. You can start.
Yes, teacher. Yes. I remember the last class. Um, you use the picture or image that represent was represent idea, and I and we explain the different forms the with our words about this picture, And for me, is important or not important. Is true the phrase that the pictures sometimes express more more than the words, because
Exactly.
each people understand the different concepts and express their ideas for others, and is interesting appreciate the different concepts, and and learn the authors about the one picture or one draw maybe.
Yes. How often do you use pictures to transmit any message?
Yes, teacher, the pictures transmit uh, um, because the picture to is tool for communicate, um, maybe the smile or um, or nature or peace or or any 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 um, feel that the person express, or the author uh, was like to understand to the world.
Exactly. It was good. So, how often do you use pictures to transmit messages to the others?
Yes, teacher.
Or don't you use any picture to transmit any message?
Teacher, I don't know uh, any messages. Excuse me.
Mensajes
Oh, okay.
or
Yes,
mensajes.
teacher.
Do you use that?
Uh,
Do you use
it's true, because the author maybe when make the picture, um, he he was like express one message that the other people understand um, other idea,
idea?
idea, excuse me, in
Okay.
relation with this picture, that this um, I don't remember alimentar,
Feet.
or feed. Thanks, teacher. Uh, the concept that the picture like understand with other, or with the world.
Okay, thank you very much. Finally, you will understand the idea and explain your want, right? So my only recommendation is I asked you about how often do you use a picture to transmit any message. So you told me about the importance of the meaning of using pictures to transmit messages or sentences, words. Yes, the value of a picture. And it was really, really good, of course. Yes, but take into account the short meanings, right? Or in this case, two words. How often? Yes, to answer the question. But it was very good, right?
Okay, teacher. Thanks.
Thank you very much. And Arlette,
Yes, teacher.
okay, Arlette, this is the question. Why is it so important for us to ensure that our lives have meaning?
Repeat, please, teacher. Excuse me.
Sure. Why it's so important for us to ensure that our lives have meaning? Do you
What
have
is
any
what
doubt
is a meaning
about any
sure?
word?
What is a meaning sure, teacher?
Asegurar.
Okay. What is a meaning sure? Repeat, please, the question, teacher. Excuse
Of
me.
course. Why it's so important for us to ensure that our lives have meaning? Do you have any doubt?
I don't understand.
What don't you understand? Or which words don't you know?
I don't understand the last part of the question.
The last part? Um, okay, I'm gonna explain you with another word. So, ensure is, what is the meaning of ensure?
Asegurar.
Yes, yes. We usually ensure that our lives have meaning, right? What is the meaning? You can say, for example, yes, I'm sorry, but I'm going to talk about your life. Yes, in your case, the meaning of your life may be your children, your family, your job, your goals, your knowledge, your feelings, right? Because if you feel good, if you feel or if you love your family, if you love your children, perhaps it may be a way to give meaning to your life, right?
Okay. The meaning is the minuto.
No, meaning, significado.
Ah, meaning.
Meaning, yes.
Okay.
And did you ask me
Okay,
about the
teacher.
meaning of a word?
Excuse me, another time. Please
No, don't
repeat
worry.
the question.
Of course. Why it's so important for us, in this case for you, to ensure that your life or ensure that or our lives have meaning.
Okay, teacher. Is very important in my life. In my life. In my life, the meaning of life because, um, um, for example, my family. My family meaning very much for me. my my children uh, are mm, are little yet. Um, I always I am excuse me, I always am um, um, pendient for them. Um, in this moment, there are very thing meaning very much for me. For example, my studies, my husband, my mother, um, my children. In this moment, I am not working,
Mhm.
but I always doing I always doing something different. For example, I made the cake. I made organize the events, the social events. I organize the social events,
Mhm.
and I study. I attend my family, and then these different activities um, always 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 I am I am I'm very busy,
Yes.
uh, um, and are each one meaning much for me, um, for develop my my develop personal or my grow grow knowledge. Um, um, no more teacher.
Okay, it was very good. I can see that you're trying to correct your own mistakes because you can see them, of course, and it was very good, really really good. Yes, wherever you explain your
Thank you.
ideas with in a better way with fluency. Yes, take into account, please, the meaning of means and meaning, right?
Okay, teacher.
That's
Thank
my only recommendation. Guys, we're finished with all answers and questions. I believe it's been a great experience today because today's idea was that you can answer without reading any word, and I believe it's been a great job. Yes, you have done really good. I want to congratulate you. You're improving meaningful. And for the last part, I initially told you that we are going to finish with the spelling importance, but I believe it was very useful for you. This exercise, the today's exercise. And I would like to continue with the importance of spelling in another encounter, right? In order to use our time with this answering and questionnaire, because what the idea was, we also teachers, we have to take into account different specific topics to teach in the classroom, right? But we have to take in mind that at any moment we're able to establish any conversation about any topic, right? And that's really important to identify new vocabulary, new contractions, and understand the way to explain our ideas in order to everyone can understand us, right? I would like to know how do you feel, for example, Marcela, how do you feel after answering all questions? How useful was this exercise for you? Marcela, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. But
Okay,
teacher, can you repeat the question again, please?
of course. How do you feel after answering all questions? What about your
Mm,
experience with this
teacher,
questionnaire, with this kind of exercise?
um, I feel my feel about the answer of the questions.
Yes, about this exercise in general. Yes, you're
Uh,
answering questions and you had to find words to explain your thoughts. Yes, what about that experience today?
teacher, I feel um, a little confident, or because you transmit me security, or um, for you it's important uh, that I express my ideas.
Yes, that is
uh,
right.
However, I commit some mistakes, but
Mhm.
you animate, or
Motivate
um,
you.
excuse me, teacher.
I usually motivate you.
um,
Yes, continue.
Teacher, okay, you animate me for express and my ideas, and and for me is very important because um, you permit me speak in English, and mm, mm, and however is difficult for me express, but um, I was comment before. I feel in sometimes uh, fear um, by comments mistakes, or the other people don't understand me,
Yes.
and and I feel fear, but I don't feel that this not import I don't know say
What is the word?
um uh, it's not import no, esto no importa.
Doesn't care.
Okay, teacher, uh,
Doesn't care.
that's impaired um because I learn English, and I in this moment I am learning in this process, and this um, I don't know, say de eso se trata.
That's the
I
idea.
Okay, teacher, does this idea?
That's the idea. Yes.
That's the idea.
Mhm.
Yes, teacher. No more.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing with us your thoughts. Right. It's really important for me that you can improve step by step, of course, because I don't pretend that you learn a lot of things today for tomorrow. No, I know we're learning together and we can make some mistakes at any moment, right? But the idea is improving every day.
Thanks, teacher.
Thanks for you and Arlet.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Okay, Arlet, I can see you're improving meaningful your pronunciation and your fluency, and that's right. That's the idea. Yes, I want to congratulate you. Uh, you, you guys, you three, you're you're very commandment and you're very accurate with all of your answers, and I believe you're an excellent student. Yes, I believe you have the best attitude to improve. You have the best attitude to learn. Yes, congratulations, and I believe you can get a lot of good things you want.
Thank you,
So,
teacher.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
and thanks for
Thank you
you.
for
That's
thank you for your help for me. And I think that in this occasion I I can improve more the expression because always I have I have I have what what's I miedo, teacher?
excuse me. What's
What's fear?
what?
Fear. I always I always I I the express or the talk with others. I think I I think I go I go ridiculous because yet I don't express with fluency in the English, but in this encounter uh, um, had been very difficult for me because you're always talk in English and and I understand that 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 that's what it's about what that is about but it's very difficult for me understand the question because I feel I am learning every day and, it's more in this encounter I I have have the opportunity express more in English. In the other encounter, I don't have I don't have a talk. I don't I can excuse me can I couldn't thought only pronouncing and two or three words or I have what translate in my traducer but in this encounter I feel um, I feel that I have developed the 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 um, the, um, the knowledge. I feel that I can improve a little the, the expression or the speaking.
Okay, it was very good. Oh, that's the idea. Thank you very much for sharing with us your experience, your today's experience, right? Always, of course, sharing with you. It's a pleasure for me because we're learning together, right? So that's all for today. Congratulations, guys. I wish you the best, and of course, I wish you a best weekend, right? And see you on our next encounter next week.
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Remember, we
See
have
you.
2 more weeks.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you very much for you guys.
Okay, teacher.
Okay,
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye. Blessing for
Bye,
everything,
bye.
teacher.
Amen. You too.
Good
Thank you.
evening for all. Thanks.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.